gotta turn it around.
All right, it looks like we're live. Facebook Live Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday and we're live on Facebook, so what's that mean?
Facebook Live Friday!
Indeed, or I think it's Friday. Days have kind of blurred together, actually. But it is Friday and we're live on Facebook. We're out here in Providence, where there's, a lot of stuff is shut down, slowed down during this issue that we're in, but construction is still chugging right along, and we're out here in Providence where some new construction is going to be going up, and we've got a natural gas crew out here putting in natural gas lines. All the houses out here are going to have natural gas. We're actually talking with Cory right now, who's out here with his guys John and Tyler installing some lines. What exactly are you guys doing today?
We're running a 2,000-foot main extension for Providence subdivision. We're preliminary stages now. We're also running the services along with the main, so when the homes are built, they'll be able to tie directly to our services without us having to bore under the road.
And this is a little different from the way it usually happens, in that you guys are going to have all this stuff set up before the houses even come in, where usually they build the houses and then we come in and run gas to them.
We're in early. That gives us the ability to do some things without having to use our directional boring rigs, without having to come in here with other equipment that's larger, and it lessens our impact on infrastructure.
Okay. So what's the process that John and Tyler are doing here?
We run a 2-inch PU main along this road. We are making 2 taps for 2 houses that are going to be on the opposite side of the road, hence the 1-inch plastic pipe. There'll be 2 houses, and everything out here is on a 0 property line, so we'll split the property line. They'll be ready for construction when the homes do come.
Oh, okay. And we always we try to always remind people to if they're going to be doing any projects in their yards, to call 811 before they dig. This is a good example why. It's not knee deep to the average height person, and you got a gas line there, and of course there's water lines under here too. And so always call 811 before you dig, because you really don't want to hit one of these gas lines in a situation like this, because in a case like this you'd be disrupting gas service for 2 homes. Construction as a whole, I mean, you guys have still, despite everything that's going on, I mean, you guys haven't slowed down really, have you?
Not in particular. We've had some staggered times. We've been working around a few things, but it's actually flowed really well.
Always good to hear. Amanda, what do you want to ask about?
Well, what's this machine?
Tyler is making a duct engine on the plastic soda, the larger pipe, the larger main, fixing the service to the back of the subdivision. The service that he's using together will serve one well.
So everything, I'm going to ask a kind of a dumb question, but right now there's no gas.
There is not. We will.
Okay. I'm just going to clarify that we're putting it in. It's not like it's done.
Yes, ma'am. This is a
not flowing right.
This is about a 2,000-foot main extension, or a new main, and we're running the services off of it. Typically, we run the main first, then we pressure that main up, and after it passes that air test, then we come and run the services.
I'm told by Caitlin, who's monitoring us from her computer, that she's having a little trouble hearing, so I'm guessing everybody else is too. We do have a new special microphone we brought out here to help minimize the noise that you might hear from construction. Apparently it's minimizing a little bit more than that, so if you can just kind of briefly restate that,
okay.
What's going on.
We're running 2 services off of a main that we've installed. Tyler just made a 1-inch weld for a single home dwelling that will be on the opposite side of the road as the main. John, now we're putting rock shield around the pipe. We'll backfill this ditch line with gravel, and we're just protecting that plastic pipe from gravel.
All right, now I'll show you guys what it looks like. gonna wrap both pipes.
He is, yes ma'am.
Fancy. All right. Hopefully everybody can hear us now.
I'm gonna take the windscreen off the microphone because it's not that windy out here.
Okay.
Or I'm gonna tear up this brand new microphone that we just,
Right.
this is the first time we've used. This is exciting to watch, isn't it, folks? Okay.
There.
You're taking the
Sorry.
taking
That
that
better?
off because it's not that windy out here, and this is a windscreen. So. Okay, so that's what's going on out here today, and as you can tell by the size of the area out here, it's going to be going on for quite a while.
It is, yes sir.
Pretty big subdivision. I'll just show everybody.
Well, we will let you guys get back to your job, and we thank you for letting us come out here and interrupt it for a little bit.
Absolutely. Anytime. Thank y'all.
So we're going to show the people some other things out here while you guys get back to work. One thing that's kind of cool, here's something you don't see every day. These are the gray pipes sticking out of the ground. Those are natural gas pipes growing wild and free. No, it's not. Those are, we've already put those in, and it helps speed along this process. But when I saw that, it reminded me of bamboo for some reason, and I thought that would be funny, and Amanda's the only one that laughed.
Let's talk about some of our posts.
Let's talk about what all happened this week. We had a very interesting post. At least you guys seem to think it was pretty interesting. That I think. Let me just ask Caitlin real quick if she can hear any better now, since we took the windscreen off, and I'll keep talking, and I'll wait for her to text me an answer to that. But we did have a post on, was it Monday? So the week is one big day.
Yeah.
That it was sent to us by a customer who happened to be behind a truck on, I believe, Hobbs Island Road, and the driver lost control of his truck and boom, right into a pole. How many homes will be serviced in this subdivision? Also, the audio is popping since you took off the windscreen. Okay, well, this is a lot of this is a work in progress. So we'll work on the audio issue, and we'll hopefully have that straightened out by next time. Any of you guys know how many homes are going to be out here?
With this particular phase, it looks somewhere around 50 to 60.
Around 50 to 60.
Phase.
For this particular phase, around 50 to 60. So I don't know how many phases there are, but 50 to 60 in the first phase. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So the guy lost control and hit, and the pole just snapped. And one of our followers brought up a very good point. Usually, you think about power outages happening during bad weather, which happens, and sometimes there will be a power outage during an ordinarily bright and sunshiny day. And people say, well, it's not storming, why is the power out? Well, it's for reasons like that. We did have some people ask if we knew the condition of the driver. The last report that was relayed to me was that minor injuries, did not have to be hospitalized or anything like that, and of course we're thankful for that. As far as to, there was a lot of speculation as to what caused him or her. I don't know if it was him or her. We got another question? What caused the driver to lose control, we don't know, and we're certainly not going to speculate on that. But as you can see, things like that are what can cause a power outage. We had this happen late yesterday afternoon in South Huntsville when a truck that was being driven by a construction crew had some equipment that was higher up than it normally is. It snagged some lines that were crossing Mountain Gap Road. It brought the lines down, and in the process broke a 50-foot utility pole, and that caused an outage in that part of town, which thankfully our crews responded very quickly, and they were able to get power restored very soon. If you go to our Facebook page, we posted a video last night that actually Amanda shot because she wasn't too far away from there when it happened, that shows the lines down on the ground, and you can see the big scorch mark that was left on the ground when the power lines hit. But that's why we always say, if you see a down power line, stay away from it and call us immediately. Now, by the time Amanda got there, the line had been de-energized. So
I'm going to pop in and say, well, I talked to the lineman while I was there just to find out a little bit more about what happened. And the lineman said that what happens when lines go down like that, or what can happen, is that the lines will become energized and then not, and then energized and not. And that's the power trying to come back on. So that's why you want to be careful and not just assume that when you see a down line that it's dead, because it
might
could
be
still
dead at the moment, but it's not gonna. They'll send a surge down it, and you don't want to be around when that happens.
Right.
So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out on our Facebook page. And thanks to Amanda for shooting that video yesterday. Today, what?
80th birthday.
That was last week.
It was last week, but
Yeah. Well, we talked about it last week.
okay.
Okay.
It's still we're still.
And now we're 80 years and 1 week old as a company.
There you go.
It is National Police Week. We mentioned that earlier on our Facebook page. We want to give a shout out to all the men and women of law enforcement, and not just in our area, but across the country. We appreciate what they do. If you've ever been to our downtown lobby, you notice we always have a uniformed police officer in there, and we appreciate them coming and helping us out like they do. It's also Hospitals Week, so especially now it's a even more meaningful week than usual. So we thank our friends at Huntsville Hospital, at Crestwood Medical Center, and all the hospitals in the area who are having a much tougher than normal job these days, and we appreciate what they do. Anything else we want to talk about?
No,
No, that's pretty much it. The weather's nice, so that's nice. We get to wear our hard hats. I don't get to do that very often. That's kind of cool. Sometimes I like to wear mine at a jaunty angle. I feel like one of the village people.
and then safety gets onto you for that.
Yeah, I know. So I don't have anything else, unless Amanda, you think this is the part where you always tell me what I forgot. I know that's your favorite part.
Yep.
But I didn't forget anything this week.
No,
I don't think.
I mean,
We do want to talk about the guys out here laying natural gas, the natural gas industry. If you're interested in natural gas for your area, give us a call. Of course, not all areas currently have natural gas, and I know we have a lot of customers who are interested in natural gas. And of course, we can answer your questions about getting it installed where you live or in your neighborhood. Very clean burning, efficient, great way for cooking. I don't know a lot of professional chefs, but I have read that professional chefs prefer cooking with gas because it's you turn it on and boom, there you go, heats right up. The heat is even. So I don't know. I mean, that's just what I'm told. I mean, I say cooking with gas a lot when we're working on a project and it's going well. Yep. I'll always say cooking with gas. So, and of course, gas water heaters. Those are always cool.
reminder to 811.
Call 811 before you dig. Always a good thing to remember, because you don't want to hit one of these, or a water line, or underground electric, or especially right now, you don't want to hit any underground telecommunication equipment with everybody working from home. I know school's wrapping up, so not so much e-learning going on, but if your kids are like mine, they're probably playing Fortnite and stuff a lot right now, so you really don't want...
Not mine.
That's a whole other story we're not going to go into. But, of course, if you have any questions, send them to us through our Facebook Messenger, and we'll be glad to certainly do all we can to answer.
Yep, we're still here.
Yeah, I got nothing else unless you got something.
Yep. Nope.
All right, well.
I'll show everybody the gas line. It looks like they've got it run just a little bit more, and I'll just do a quick show everybody what we're doing out here, and then...
Yeah, she's going to show you a little bit more. You might not have been able to hear her because of the microphone.
Yeah. So now they've got the lines covered with their rock proofing, or rock protection. They just keep going.
All right, guys. Thanks again.
All right, and we'll try to work on the microphone issue. We literally got this microphone like yesterday.
Yeah.
So we didn't really have a chance to test it. We'll try to get that straightened out. We appreciate Caitlin giving us a heads up about that.
Yep. See you guys next week.
See you later.